Let's find a digital product idea to add an automated income stream to your business. Timestamps below, along with some other helpful links and resources, including a link to grab a copy of our best performing sales templates to sell digital products just like these. Of course, before we start selling, we need some ideas, right, on what on earth to sell. So we'll kick things off with the easiest and best type of digital product to sell and add to your current business, and that's going to be templates. Now, there are lots of different types and file formats, so we're going to keep things simple at the start and then we'll get more complicated. So we'll start with a text-based template. So this is essentially going to be some sort of worksheet or workbook that you create for your ideal customer to take them from blank page syndrome of, oh my gosh, I don't know where to start, to, oh, okay, that wasn't so bad. And so this is essentially going to be fill in the blanks where you take someone through your particular process or how you approach something so that by the end of it, they know exactly what to do next, or they have some sort of completed deliverable for their project or their own business or whatever it is that they're working on. Now, of course, that's a little pie in the sky, so let's go through a concrete example. A simple example of this is our sales funnel template organizer. This is something that we sell for about $5, and it is a simple Google Doc that walks someone through all the steps they need to go through in order to get their sales funnel live. So we go through how to come up with their customer avatar, some landing page formulas, help them with their lead magnet. We even have a simple template for their sales letter and then their emails and how all of these things should structure together, remembering to go through analytics and getting their Google Tag Manager script. There are a lot of moving parts, right? And so we're just creating this nice Word document that they can go through so that they don't have to remember every single piece of putting their own funnel together. They can just follow a simple process. And of course, this is a Google Doc. We sell it for about $5 on our own website. Here's what the sales page looks like. It can be really, really simple. Simple sales pages like these work amazing, which is why those templates linked up in the description is going to make selling a complete breeze. Now, maybe that doesn't necessarily make sense, or you'd like to offer something a little more complicated. So the other type of template that we could create is, of course, templates for photo, templates for video, or templates for specific softwares. So Notion is a really popular project management tool, and so people will create templates so that when someone's setting up their own project management process, they can just go ahead and copy someone else's and put it directly into their own Notion account. I'll go through what we do with Google Sheets because I'm a closet Excel nerd. But then when it comes to, let's say, photo and video editing, you might be scrolling through Instagram and you really like the way someone edits their videos or edits their particular photos. Well, selling presets in Lightroom or LUTs presets for video is also really popular, and it's a way for you to start the creative process for your customers, because starting from a blank page or just blank page syndrome in general of I don't know what colors to use or what presets, or I don't even know what my video should look like, that is what these types of templates help combat. Now, when it comes to other types of templates, I'm a huge fan of Excel. I realize most people hate spreadsheets, but just bear with me here. So this is an example of our Google Ads campaign builder, and it sells for about $25 right now. And so what someone can do is they come into this Google Sheet, they fill out their keywords, and then they go ahead and fill out their ads, and then we give them an easy to copy paste import table directly into Google Ads. Now, of course, you don't have to use Google Sheets, but I like this example because you're using a spreadsheet and you are not having to code anything new, but we're actually creating a valuable tool that saves other people a lot of time. So that's really key here. As long as you're saving other people time and you're overcoming blank page syndrome, it doesn't really matter what file format your template is. That is what you're trying to accomplish. Now, of course, you can also take these templates and bundle them together. So you can create something like a software bundle of templates for a particular software. Instead of just selling one particular piece, you could also create a media kit or even a graphic pack. Now, graphic packs, this is only relevant if you're actually like a videographer. Oh my gosh, that's not how you say that. Or a photographer, right? And you have your own footage and your own photos that you have full license to sell. Since most of us are actually looking to purchase those, we'll focus on the first two. So as an example, linked up in the description, we have a series of sales funnel templates that someone can take these pages with one link, they can copy it directly into their Systemi.io account. Now, we actually don't charge for these because we want people to download our templates, think they're really awesome, and then actually purchase the software, and then we receive a commission for them purchasing the software. So that's another way you can make money with digital products, especially if you don't have the time and energy to go set up your own site for selling. You can make money offering templates and then have an affiliate relationship with that particular software. And then of course, media kits. Don't worry, we will get to lots of others. This is the last part of templates. Hit that like button if you're still with me. Comment below if you have any questions on templates, or you make it through this entire video and you're still like, I don't know what to sell for my unique business. I do read and reply to every single one, although sometimes I am a little slow. So with a media kit, all you're doing is you're taking a bunch of graphic assets and bundling them all into one. So someone doesn't have to figure out what their color palette is going to be. And then this is also really helpful because you're going to have done all of the hard work of thinking about design and consistency across all platforms and websites. Creative Market, as you can see, is a great place for inspiration and even to sell these types of digital products. Now, while templates are my favorite, and this next one technically is a template, we'll call it something else, and that is going to be scripts. Because irrespective of where you are in your own business or life or your customer's business or life, we all have conversations and communications that are just awkward, right? From first dates to job interviews to sales calls, we all have communication situations, heck, writing emails or video scripts like this one, right? We just don't really know what to say, whether it's how do we open the conversation? How do we keep the conversation going? Or how do we close it? How do we handle objections or rejection, right? So scripts are a great way to essentially provide a language pattern and framework for someone else to follow in those difficult situations. Heck, there are even scripts out there to buy to help people increase their credit limit on their credit cards so they can improve their credit score. So the sky really is the limit when it comes to scripts. As a quick example here, we have our YouTube ads formula, and this is one of the scripts we provide in that particular training, and this just helps someone go through, create a YouTube ad promoting a webinar. So you can see there's not a lot of text here. We provide a lot of structure and fill in the blanks. So it doesn't always necessarily have to be word for word. Sometimes just providing a framework of, hey, this is how you should structure the conversation or structure this communication offers a tremendous amount of value. Now, these next two are going to be Excel, Google Sheet, spreadsheet based, but don't worry, you can easily go to a place like Fiverr or Upwork or wherever else you want to go to actually hire someone to build this for you. And of course, I have an example that's not actually from one I built because this really does work in almost every niche or industry. So first up, we have calculators because just like Excel, most people don't like doing math. And so if you can think of a situation that your customer goes through where they have to deal with anything numbers, and you can just help them plug in a couple numbers and then magically some formulas appear, work their magic, and on the other end, they get the answer that they're looking for. That is a really powerful template, especially since most creators don't like building these. And so you're not going to have as much competition as some of the other types of templates. So with a calculator, all you need to do is give someone some input fields, the Excel sheet works its magic, and then they get the answer, right? This is not like math class where you had to show your work. That was the bane of my existence, and I lost so many points because I couldn't show my work. I was just one of those kids. It was like, why do I need to show my work? This is ridiculous. That's the right answer. I should get full credit. Anyway, I'll get off that, not bitter at all. So here we go. Here's an example of one of our calculators. This is to help advertisers figure out how much they need to be making or how much they're going to need to spend in order to have a positive return on their ad spend. Don't worry, I won't bore you with how this particularly works, but you can see here, they enter some numbers, and then over here we have a nice little chart that my business partner built so that they can see different scenarios. And we also have a tool in here to help someone do some projections for their sales funnel. So they can go up here on the left-hand side, they can go enter their projected conversion rates, or they can play with how much they're going to charge. And then over here, they can see if they're actually going to make money from their funnel. And of course, the value in this is really tedious and a lot of work if you have to do all these calculations for yourself for the first time, whereas you can just plug in numbers and see how the situations change. So that's the power of a calculator. Again, you can always hire someone to build a calculator for you, and it's only going to cost you a couple $100, and you will definitely make that investment back in no time. Now, this next one is going to be a tracker. Now, you can make a PDF or Google Doc based tracker, or you can do a spreadsheet based tracker. So when it comes to tracking, all we need to do is zero in on a particular progress or set of goals someone's trying to achieve, and then figure out what do they need to log, or what do they need to have some sort of feedback loop on so that they actually reach the goal that they're looking for. Now, I'm going to cheat and use the easiest example in the world for this, and this is going to be for weight loss. Of course, any type of big goal someone has, there's most likely something that they need to track. So here's an example from Jeremy with Built with Science. He's a fitness YouTuber, and as part of his program, he offers this particular tool where you can enter in your information, and then of course it gives you the ability to track your weight and calories and macros and all that, boring stuff over time. And so this is just a basic example of what one of these could look like. Again, this is not mine, I didn't build it, this is somebody else's, but it's just an example of how you can easily put this together. And he actually talks about how he went and hired a freelancer to help him put all this together. So you definitely don't have to be an expert in Excel or spreadsheets. You just have to know what people need to track and what kind of feedback they need. See over here, I get some feedback and my weight change. And so it kind of helped me along the way in terms of going from where I was to ultimately about where I am now. Obviously, it bounces back, and it would be embarrassing if I scrolled all the way down because you see some blank weeks. But you get the picture. That's what tracking is all about. Now, this final one, ebook, this is my least favorite. This is the one I recommend you do absolutely last because it takes so much work, and for the most part, you're probably going to sell it for about the same price you'd sell everything else we've talked about. And so your return on time is going to be a lot lower. However, if you already have some of those digital products already running, and you're thinking of using your ebook as a stepping stone to maybe a higher priced program or some higher priced service, then ebooks are a good way to go. And so as an example, when I was a registered financial advisor, I tried writing an ebook and sold it on Amazon. Pretty much made nothing from it. So we'll use video creators as a better example because I'm pretty sure he's making quite a bit of money with this. And this is his sales letter for his ebook, and it's just 30 days to a better YouTube channel, and he's currently selling it for about $200. So the big advantage with ebooks is once you have a nice looking sales letter like this, and of course you get some testimonials from selling your ebook in the past, you can raise your price all the way up to about $200, which is a lot more money than what you would make with others. But the time investment is just so much greater. And so hopefully you have some ideas of some digital product ideas you can add to your own business. Make sure you check out that link in the description to our Systemi.io templates. You can get started with Systemi for free and build out a fully functioning sales funnel and membership area to deliver your digital products. You're going to make a lot more money than if you tried selling your digital products on Etsy or Creative Market. Sure, it's a lot easier to get up and running, but in the long term, you need your own system for selling. So hit that like button, subscribe for more digital product and marketing guides just like this one. Comment below if I totally failed and you still don't have an idea for your own business. And until the next, keep building the business you love.